Chronophantasma. 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 Hello everyone and welcome to bitparade.co.uk's look at Blazblue Chronophantasma Extend. I am amazed I didn't mess that word up. I possibly messed up Blazblue, who knows. Maybe it's Blazblue. This is the first Blazblue game for Chronophantasma to come out on the next gen consoles. It's out on PS4, it's out on Xbox One, Vita, I think, and PS3. There is no Xbox 360 release, I don't think. So it's tarted up a bit on the PS4. I quite like the look of it. I gotta say, I'm liking this. I'm still fairly early in. I'm still none the wiser as to entirely what's going on, but I quite like it. This is something that bothers me, right? I watched this this intro, this cutscene thing, and I'm gonna skip past it. I don't think any of that's in here. I might be wrong. So there's a story mode. Well, first let me say that when I started the game, I kind of had to do the tutorial. There was nothing else. Everything else was grayed out. I had to do a tutorial. I quite like that. I quite like this. Like, no, you need to learn how to play it. So there's loads of tutorial stuff. I've barely really done anything. I've done the first two, so there's loads of stuff. I'm 7% through. But then there's character-specific stuff, which I haven't really touched yet. And then training mode, challenge mode. So there's loads of stuff in here. I mean, you look at all this. So story mode, and I think it was this, was it? Yeah. So, I just started playing this. I sort of thought that the story mode and this remix Heart Gaiden would be like different stories, but then fight. So you do a bit of story and then fight, story and fight. But they're actually just visual novels, which is a bit weird. And maybe I'm wrong with the story mode, but I did. I got up to episode 2. But it took fucking a long time to get through episode 1. There's a lot of stuff in there. I just wish it tied to the core game a bit more. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it eventually does, but that's what sort of disappointed me a bit, because there is combat mode. So you've got the arcade mode, which has some story in it, versus mode, which is just one-off, or fighting with a friend. Abyss mode, defeat waves of enemies, strengthening your character along the way. I haven't really touched, well, I haven't touched that yet. Score Attack is Score Attack and Unlimited Mars mode, where you're fighting against extremely intelligent computers. So that's a nice thing. I haven't tried these. Like I say, I've not had the game long, and I've not had a lot of time with it, because I've got something else to review at the same time. So kind of bouncing in between the two. So yeah, and then network mode, which I haven't really used, and then all this sort of stuff. So we're on, we've got, let's go to the game options. So difficulty, normal, all that sort of stuff. System voice, I've just got default. I believe, so you've got, see all this sort of stuff. I think, oh maybe I'm wrong, I thought there was a way to, sound and language, there we go. So you can change to Japanese as well, which if you want to do that. I quite like some of the English voices, which is one of the things that I do like about the game. It's one of the things that's winning me over, actually, is as I pick arcade mode, is there's a nice little bit of humour to some of the characters. So I'm going to play as Makoto Nanya. And so, well, let me just say, so you see it says technical there. If I switch to stylish, which we will do later on, actually we'll do that now. I haven't really, no we won't, because I want to play as her properly for a bit. So it has kind of an easy mode, an easy combat mode, where you can just hammer the buttons and things happen. It's actually what it shows you in the tutorial, and then you go to the arcade mode and it sort of defaults to traditional combat. So, and as you can see, the important details like blood type, which you tend not to get in fighting games anymore. You can skip a lot of this, by the way. I'm letting it play out because I'm talking, but it's not like it's got these huge loading times. You can actually skip through. That said, I do have this installed as a a download. We got the code as a download code. So I'm gonna I fought her before, but yeah, I'm Squirrel Girl, and I like. I mean, I know some of these textures aren't great, but I really like this sort of stuff. Like this mix of 3D and 2D. Like that looks great.
Is that a hot kidding?
The wheel of fate is turning. Rebel 1.
So I mean, it doesn't look as good as Guilty Gear, which I guess is the game it's gonna get compared to. Oh, got that. It doesn't do anything. Well, it does. It's actually quite a useful thing, but yeah, I might not be able to talk and fight. So the you can see under my picture there's like a spinning circle. If I can, there you go. I might have messed that up. Yeah, I messed that up. It's a way to make yourself more powerful if you're on the offensive. Oh shit, she's yeah, she's rinsing me. I don't think I've managed to land that once yet. Her special is not great. I did manage to land the other version of it a couple of times, but yeah, I quite like her as a character though. There's an ending you get with her where she's just like look down and like, "Are you alright?" Which I like. There's a bit of humour to the game. I can see the appeal. I'll be honest, I don't know much about the series, but it seemingly has. She's kicking the shit out of me here. Seemingly has some sort of following, and you know, it's got the anime and stuff. So I assume it's got an anime. She's barring me. So it does get quite hard as well. I was playing with the what I would consider to be the main character, that Ragnar guy, and this is what I was trying to do. There we go. Yeah, I don't have a lot of luck with. There we go. Oh no, it's the wrong one. Come on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to pull a special off and. There we go. I don't know if this will land at all, but if it does, yeah, there we go. So I found some of the moves a bit difficult to activate. They're not complicated. They're very sort of SNK, you know, half circle back and then the forward direction. But some of them just don't come out like you'd expect. And I don't know if that's a fault of the PlayStation controller, PS4 controller, which is the version we're playing, or whether it's just the tightness within the game. Because you do find certain games, certain fighting games are fairly loose to pull the moves out, quite easy to do. I'm not sure this is, but yeah, I like to be able to sort of pull stuff out on command, and I don't know that I'm managing it. And like I say, it could be the controller, it might not be. I haven't had a lot of played some Guilty Gear and stuff, but aside from that, not a lot of fighting games on the PS4 yet. So these character models, they're alright, you know, they're a bit grainy around the edges and stuff. He is, especially, but ooh, he looks like he'll hurt if he hits me. So let's try not to. So yeah, you've got the well, maybe you see the defensive thing if he if he lands too many more blows, I'll be able to messed it up. I won't be able to do it now. But you can basically knock him back with the circle. Like underneath the bar. His, as you can see, his is full, and he can use that to make himself more powerful. Or if I go into a big combo, which I struggled to do with her, I found Ragnar to be fairly good for combos and stuff. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to pull out the super with her again. It feels like that motion that I'm doing, the 2 Hadoken forwards, quarter circle forwards, sorry, that should be enough, but it's I'm not really managing it, and I don't know why, but yeah, but so we'll play as someone else in a minute. I don't want to spend too long with her. But yeah, it's one of those games that reflects a little what I think there's a bit of a split within. Oops, I was trying to do a throw and I can't remember which button it is, but there we go. Oh, there you go. So that was my knockback thing. Just knocked him flying back and. Oh, I don't know if that's going to reach him. Oh yeah, it did. Go and walk right into it. Yeah. So the characters have, it's something that I think is Arcana Heart had this. It's a slight issue. You kind of get very straightforward fighters. Like Garu Mark of the Wolves would be one of those. And then so we'll fight Tao Karka. I probably pronounced that terribly. Who is a mixed feelings as a character. I quite like in some regards, and then in others. So there was a line they spoke before these two when I was playing it, and the cat robot thing said like, I'm going to teach you some manners. Oh, and well, maybe you'll see it now. So I'll skip through some of this. So I don't know if Lacking Lady means, because I thought Noel was a boy initially. So I think maybe Lacking Lady is maybe that Noel doesn't have particularly big breasts. And what draws me to that conclusion is a line that comes up in a second. So I'll skip through some of this. Also, these backgrounds, these like lantern style giant dolls look like, I think Marvel vs. Capcom 2 has them. So you can't skip some of this stuff. I mean, you can if you press the start button. But see, that is, it's where the humour goes. I'm not so sure about that. This I can't pronounce the name. Sorry, Tao Kaka. I quite liked. I played as her before, and sorry, last night, and had a pretty decent time with her. She can pull a lot of moves together. She's quite easy to combo and stuff, which is you know, shit. But she, as you can see, she can, you know, she can do quite a lot of damage quite quick. So I'm determined to pull off that uppercut move. Oh. Yeah. Didn't do a huge amount of damage, like, but okay, we'll go and pick another character, and then we'll maybe take a look at one of the story modes or something, so you can see. So I guess main menu.
Please select your character.
So I barely played as anyone really, but you can see she was very strange when I fought her. He turns into a wolf, like a werewolf. He's more traditional, I think. That yeah, as you can guess, fairly non-traditional. So I kind of want to pick a non-traditional one, but I haven't really played as any of them. That like robot woman in the background is Shield, I guess. So you can see it kind of becomes a bit more absurd. So who should we pick? I guess I could just pick random, but I after saying he turns into a wolf, let's do that. Oh, do you know what I was going to do? I was going to put the easy mode thing on. So I'll bounce back out and do that. Well, what's the intro to this? Oh, we'll do a fight with him, just normal, and see that, how good does that look? That looks great, and you know it runs well, and it's a cool game. This I do like it. I just wish the story mode had some gameplay to it, you know, because it's fucking long. I'm telling you, it's but one for the fans, I guess. So I can't remember how to turn into a wolf. I would say I'm quite liking this guy now. I wasn't doing too well with him. Oof. There we go. But if he gets hit, he stops. You know, he stops being the wolf anymore. So there you go. I did that push back again, and I can turn into a wolf again. I think. Oof. So, yeah, the wolf obviously has different moves, and I don't know how to do any of them, but let's have a look. Command list. So, mid-air only. Uses all my gauge. I've got 94, so it might have to be that one. This is while human, away and forward. Probably won't manage to pull that off. Oh, there we go. That worked surprisingly well. So we'll bounce out, pick someone else, and go on the easy thing. Just to show you how that works, we should be able just to mash. So by rights, if I pick a character I've never been before. So let's pick. I'm over on this side of the thingy because these are boss characters, I think. Some of these, so I don't want to pick them. Let's pick this guy. Let's put technical. There we go, stylish. So obviously I'm not particularly high level at this or anything. This is the first Blazblue game I've played. I have to say I've been enjoying it. I'm impressed with it. Long way away from doing the review yet, and like I said, the story it's weird. I don't quite know what I think of it. The story itself's fine. It's just I wish the sort of more detailed story was tied into gameplay a bit.
I was not expecting to encounter the clone.
Yeah, but I you know, there's a lot to like about the game, I think. So let's see what I can do. So I'm not actually doing. So it blocks automatically for you to a certain extent, anyway. But he's chaining stuff together and. Don't know how to do specials with him though. So I might pick the wrong character to try and show this stuff off. I mean, he does some fancy stuff, but he's not doing loads of, you know, he's not doing anything particularly clever.
This isn't over.
But I kind of like that it's there. I like that the tutorial is there straight away to, you know, to kind of give you a heads up on how to play it. Like, no, learn how to do it because this is a complicated game. And oh, there we go. So let's try and get in on this thing. And, yeah, there you go. So this is just me pressing low punch. And you saw I attacked whilst I was in the air, and then knocked them up into the air and followed them up, punch, 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 and then finished with a strong move. It's I forget which game did that. I think it's one of the Street Fighters did it. I might be wrong, but I think maybe the 3DS one or something did a similar sort of thing. Maybe I forget. I'm sure it was a Capcom one. So yeah, it's a nice idea. It's nice that they're kind of trying to encourage new people, and there's a story mode that's basically the what happened before, and it goes through each of the games, which is something I'll take a look at so I can maybe understand this a bit more. Unfortunately, we're seeing the same characters over and over, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, and the same stages over and over, because this is one I was praising before. But yeah, like it does. Look at it. Look, it's a cool looking thing. I don't know. I've got the sound down quite low, so I don't know if there's any humour or anything yet. But yeah, some of it's been like some of it, I've liked it. It's something. Oh shit! There we go. I don't know how to do any of these. Okay, let's just try and win this fight. So yeah, we'll be doing a review in the next, I don't know, week maybe. Alright, so let me put the story on. So main menu, so I can finish these thoughts without having to pay attention to anything too much. I'm intrigued by Abyss mode, where you sort of level your character up. I think that's where like the length of the game will maybe come in. So where do we get to with this? We got to... do you know what? I'm not going to spoil that. I'm going to go with the story mode. And let's pick this. And there is an auto mode. So hey, gameplay recording pause because you entered a blocked scene. It's a good job I'm not doing this. So if you press triangle, this is just a tip. If you press triangle, you see the A in the bottom corner. That means auto, and so it just sort of runs through. So that's Noel on the right. Yeah, so it's weird because there's a lot of characters, and I feel like we've seen the same ones over and over. But yeah, so this is I think like one of the guys comes in and he's a teacher. He doesn't look like a teacher, but I think he is. I think maybe they're like at a military school or something. I played a bit. I watched a bit of this last night. I put it on. I was like, yeah, I'll do a bit of story mode before bed, and it was just like fuck, like Christ. I sat here for like 40 minutes and nothing's happened. I say nothing's happened. All sorts of mentalness has happened about how the Ragnar's sister isn't his sister anymore. It's an Infura or something like that. And that can't be killed, but his physical body can be killed, but it will continue to exist. But to do that, he needs some sort of weapon. But there's no, even if he could find the weapon, he can't because it's hidden away. But even if he managed to find it, which is why he needs Noel, because Noel can open the gate to it, he won't be able to use it because the technique for using it is gone. Like it's lost forever. This technique for using it. I'm assuming he does find out how to use it at some point. I'm assuming that's the end of the game. But yeah, that went on for ages, and there was a bit where the character he was talking to in him start to have a fight. And I was like, alright, okay, this is what I expected, you know, it's two people talking, and then it's like one of them's rude to the other, so it's like, oh, I'm not answering your questions, and then you fight, and you take control, and you fight that person as this person, and then then it switches, and you're now that person, you're fighting this person, like the Mortal Kombat storyline, that kind of thing. And it doesn't, I think that's a missed opportunity, but that's not to say there isn't plenty of game here, because there's a huge amount of it. So yeah, as I leave this running, thanks for watching. Come and visit us at bitparade.co.uk. I make no claims to be the greatest at this sort of game. I've never played a Blazblue game before, so Blazblue. I don't even know if it's Blazblue or Blazblue. I've heard it said Blazblue. I would have thought Blazblue would have been right, but I'll go with what I've heard. But yeah, I say I'm kind of impressed so far. I'm enjoying it. It's an easier game to get into, despite quite clearly having a bit of meat to it. It gets, like I say, it gets difficult at the end of the arcade mode. But I have been playing it on normal rather than easy, and I'm kind of tempted to just knock the difficulty down later on, as I need to just complete it with a couple more characters and things. But I've spent a decent amount of time with it. I need to do the online mode, which I've heard is pretty good, and I'm going to try Abyss and all that sort of stuff to properly spend a bit of time with it. So it'll probably be about a week until we get the review up. But if you are interested in these kind of games, this seems like a good one to get. If you want something kind of more towards the absurdist side of fighting games. That said, if you're just going to play as certain characters, then some of them are fairly straightforward, kind of SNK and Capcom staples of Dragon Punches and half circles and stuff like that. It's charging in. Ragnar, for example, is a character that does that. I forget her name, but the Squirrel Girl I was playing, she had, she's not particularly outlandish despite how she looks. So yeah, it seems a decent fighting game. I'm not sure it's particularly well balanced, but yeah, I could certainly see me if I didn't have other games to review at the minute, Disc 5 being one of them. I could certainly see me spending more time with it because I've been enjoying it, and I'd like to get to know the systems better, which I hopefully will do as I review the game, and I'm going to go through the tutorials properly as well at some point. So yeah, like I say, thanks for watching. Come and visit us at bitparade.co.uk, where we will have a review eventually. But yeah, this, like I say, seems alright. Thanks for watching. I'm going to carry on. I'm going to leave this on so I can get through the the rest of this chapter without having to pay attention to it. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? But I've already seen half of this.